Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome to another iBwave webinar brought to you from the APAC team. A warm welcome to all of you. I hope you're having a good day. Today we're here to present a very exciting new product called iBwave Mobile Survey. So we're going to spend about 45 minutes with you today running through this product and how it can help you in your business. Today, I'll introduce myself, Damien Damasio. I'm the director of the APAC team. And with me, we have our senior sales engineer, Kim Tai Kwa. Between us, we have almost 50 years of wireless design and optimization experience. So we are excited to present this to you today, given we know it will help you out a lot. So welcome again. I will change to the next slide now. And this is just about the session for today. So this session will be recorded and it will be emailed to you in a few days. So if you miss anything, no drama, we will send it over to you. And throughout the session, if you do have any questions, there is a text and a question box within the GoToMeeting window. So you are very welcome to write any questions you like during the session. Myself, KT, or Justin, who are all here today, we'll do our best to respond to you during the session via that chat box. And if there's anything we can't answer to you today, we will take a note and we will follow up with you after the call. So today's agenda, there'll be a couple of slides introducing iBwave and some of the other exciting products we are releasing or we have released this quarter. Then I'll hand over to KT, who will run through a few slides about the new mobile survey solution. And he will also do a very brief demonstration of that product, so you can see it live today. Of course, you're welcome to trial it after, but just to have a quick view of what it looks like would be great. And we'll then close up the session after that and follow up with you as you need. So let's go straight into the introduction. For those who do not know about iBwave, we've been around for 17 years now. We opened 2003 for the main pain point of trying to design a DAS within complex buildings like stadiums and airports and so on. But from then, we've grown out of our 2G, 3G DAS solution into a fully fledged wireless design system. And as you can see here, over those 17 years, we have gained about 95% market share in that space, in the in-building network design space. So the world leader and the world standard. Most customers, operators do ask for designs in our format. We have signed up over 1,000 customers in over 100 countries, so we are global and quite widely dispersed in APAC as well. We've recorded over 100,000 in-building projects, which is quite impressive over the time, using our three main products, Design, Mobile, and Unity. And finally, over that time, we've been able to build over 34,000 components in our database from over 300 equipment vendors. And what this means is whenever you make a design, there is a very high chance that you'll have the products you need, the base station, the antennas, the connectors, cables, etc. You'll have those to drag and drop into your design with all the specifications and so on. So that will save a lot of time and money in terms of the design phase and produce a very accurate, cost-effective design. So the reason I wanted to take a few minutes before we go into the mobile survey demonstration is because the release 15, which came out last month, is a game changer because iBwave, traditionally, we have our three main products for the wireless sector, which is Design, Mobile, and Unity. And in this release, we've come outside this box. We've decided to expand this product portfolio. So here are a few of the new products that have come out today. If you're interested in any of them, just let us know. We'll focus on survey today, but other products are available also. So survey is the first one, the topic of today. This is where you can design and measure your cellular and Wi-Fi networks at the same time within one app. So before you would have to have one app for design, one app for measurements. Now you have one app for everything. And before you'd have to do it separately in cellular, 3G, 4G, 5G, and Wi-Fi. Today you can do it at the same time. So it's an all-in-one solution for your survey. The second product is Reach. This is the first time on the market there's a product where you can make an indoor and outdoor wireless design at the same time. So 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi, IoT, you can visualize the macro signal coming into the building, and you can also visualize the in-building leakage outside. So you can have an optimal indoor-outdoor design and network for cases like dense urban, campus, and high-rise buildings at different floors. So that's a really good product. I really encourage you to see that demonstration at another time. The next one is not actually a product, but it's included now in the design tool. So if you have that design tool, you will get it for free as part of your annual maintenance and support. But if not, I encourage you to have a look. We now include uplink in our product. So before it was designing for downlink only, and now because of Internet 2.0 and all the uploading of video and so on, uplink is just as important. So you can now do uplink and downlink together within the iBwave design product. Finally, we have another product called iBwave Public Safety. This was actually a webinar that we held about a month ago. So there is a recording on that one, but we're happy to share that with you as well. This is mainly for public safety networks. So your emergency services, police, fire, ambulance, etc. Those who have their own networks, which are used for public safety, can now use iBwave to ensure that the indoor buildings, those key buildings, maybe airports, government buildings, public buildings, are fully covered by their network, and hence you can make an emergency call from anywhere inside that building. This tool is a must use for something as important as public safety. Very, very popular in the US. It's standardized iBwave to be used in public safety in the United States. And other countries, as they find that emergency services are needing to evolve from Tetra and older technologies to LTE or 5G, this product is a must. So we encourage you to contact us for any of these products you see today, because they are game changers, as I mentioned. Okay, well, with that, I will now pass over to my colleague, KT, to show you the topic of today, mobile survey. Thank you, KT.
Hi, thanks, Damien. Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Katie here. So I would like to introduce our new Android app's mobile survey. So this new Android app is simple and easy to use for the survey purpose. It's mainly for those private network like LTE, Wi-Fi, and other technologies. So you may choose to do the data collection for LTE or Wi-Fi only, or you can do both at the same time. However, this is not the capability of the scanner, and it's just the basic data that the phone can collect on whatever network that the phone connect to. Change slide, thanks, David. Change slide, thanks, David. Yep, thanks. So first, we'll look at what are the challenges most faced by the customer nowadays. We know that many of our customers are having the challenge to do the survey for Wi-Fi and cellular together. So what we discover is usually it requires a separate device or tools to collect the data for Wi-Fi and cellular respectively. So sometimes we also may need to use the scanner for the cellular test as well. As we know, those scanner is more complicated to use, and it requires more configuration to set it up compared to the software installed in your phone. Sometimes all these third-party tools are expensive as well, so it will increase the cost of project. Furthermore, is using different tools and it results in different file format in the project, meaning that there's no standardized template or format for the project documentation. Without it, it's harder to collaborate within the team and the ecosystem. So documentation may be incomplete and causing a lot of more rework later, and hence incur more project costs. In the field, we will prefer to have a more simple tools to help us, especially when we are having many sites or many buildings in the projects. There's nothing like simple tools that we can do both at the same time. So this is why we brought the iBwave mobile survey app into the picture. Change slide, thanks. Okay. So the iBwave mobile survey is an upgrade form of iBwave mobile notes. It's renamed to iBwave mobile survey and contains two different modules, so which are collection module and interpolation module. The collection module enables the capability to do the data collection for Wi-Fi and cellular, whereas the interpolation module will convert the walk test data into interpolated heat map. So it provides better visualization of the survey result to the users. The licensing is flexible, and you can transfer the license to other phone. The survey project can be exchanged to other iBwave products like Unity, Design Easily, if you have them. The current version of mobile survey support the Wi-Fi technologies 802.11, version A, B, G, and AC, and of course the latest one is the AX. For the cellular wise, it supports the LTE, 3G like WCDMA, HSDPA, and for 2G, we support the GSM and H. The band support now for Wi-Fi are 2.4 and 5 GHz. We don't have device for Wi-Fi 6 GHz now, and this is something that we will look into it in the futures. And for the cellular wise, it depends on what are the band that the phone capable or able to connect to. But as of now, we only can do the single band survey at one time. For the KPI-wise, we support the passive survey and active survey for Wi-Fi and capture the KPI like the RSSI, CCI, core channels, interference, the SSID, and throughput for the Wi-Fi. And for cellular, so we take example for LTE, we are able to capture the RSRP, RSRQ, SINR, and RSSI from the Android API. And we keep this integration with third-party tools and to make it clear that we are not compete with other collection tools. So the mobile survey app is just a basic data and with no capability of locking any specific band or specific PCI channels. So you will still need to use the more advanced solution for these specific features. Next slide, please. So as mentioned before, the mobile survey app keeps the features to capture and share the site documentation. Usually when we go to the site survey, we need to print out the floor plan in hard copy. And we use the camera to take all the photo and make the remarks on the printed floor plan. So take examples that, okay, this photo number 21 is a proposed antenna location at level 2 in front of Nike shop, etc. So after a long day survey, we may end up with few hundreds photos and remarks per site. So with this kind of method, so we know that human errors does happen. So sometimes the mismatch of photos sequence will cost us extra time to sort it out and align the information. But now with the mobile survey push pin features, user can now record all the information on the digital floor plan. Once the user places a push pin on the floor plan, the app will automatically turn on the photo or video and audio text functions. And the photo or video taken will geolocate with the push pin on the floor plan. So it saves us a lot of time and work for the engineers to tidy up the information. Besides that, the information is saved in this project file and easily to share among the team. So either we can share it by connecting it to the PC via a USB cable, or now we also can upload the file to the server like Unity, and the team member in the office can download it later. Next slide, thanks. So what are our goals here? So the goal here is to make it easy to collaborate with the team and the customers. Nowadays, the person survey on site and the designer mostly are from different team, or maybe they are from different company. Because now some company do outsource the survey job to third-party company. The survey team can use any Android device now to share the file to the engineer in office after they complete the survey. An engineer can quickly check the quality of the survey. So if they found anything is missing, the engineer can contact the survey team, which is still on the site, to get them to capture more information needed. This will help to reduce a multiple site visit, save cost and time. So once the designer complete the assessment or the design for the building, it can be shared to the customer for review and for approval. So iBwave does provide a free user viewer apps to allow the customer open and view the project file, check the report and prediction. However, the viewer software doesn't allow any changes on the project file. So once the customer approves the design, the file can share to the installation team for deployment. And after the installation done, the acceptance team can download the latest as-built and report and validate it on site. And now we will move to the live demo on iBwave mobile survey apps. So please give me a second. I will switch for the sharing of the screen. Okay. So this is the user interface for the iBwave mobile apps. So from what you can see now, when you open the apps, you will see the list of the project that created by you or downloaded by the user. So how we create a project is easy. So you can see on the right bottom corner, there's an app buttons. We'll click on this red app button. You'll see there are 4 options that the user can choose. So the top 3 options basically is to open the file from the server, so like Unity. So the first one is a new from server template, means that the user have the template that's safe to share among the team. Or the user has created the project, they store in the server, then now they can open it on site. So for the third option, it's meaning that, like, for example, for the installation team or the acceptance teams, they don't actually create the project. So now they can open the file from this server and download it on site and validate it. So the last option will be the new project, which is totally new on site that the surveyor can create a new project. So let's look at the examples on how the projects files look like. So when we click into the project, it actually consists 2 major components, which is design plan and the floor plan. So what is design plan? When we click into it, so you will see this is a design that created beforehand. So the user can now to have the overview of the whole network design. So what kind of base station they use, what is the band used, and even the EIRP of each antennas. So let's get back to the main page. So another key element is the floor plan. So how we can import the floor plan? So there's another red button on the bottom right. So you can click the button. So there are three options. Then you can take photos, select picture, and create plan. So the first option, take photo, means that if we don't have any floor plan in hand, you can go to site. So for example, at a shopping mall, you can go to the shopping mall directory and take the photo immediately and use it as the floor plan. So the second option is a select picture, meaning that we already have our floor plan and we save it in the tablet. Now we can select it from the folder. So the third option is a create plan, meaning that, for example, in a very old building, we don't have any floor plan file with us, and we cannot see any floor plan at the fire exit as well. So the worst case is we can create it manually. So you use the create plan. So let's look at the examples of the floor plan. So in the floor plan, you will see the cable routing, the antenna location, the component locations. Okay. So when you enter the floor plan, there are two features here. You can see one is basic feature, one is survey features. So what is basic features is mainly for the survey purpose. So in here, you will have this push pin features. So when you click on the push pin, you can place this on any location on the floor plan. So once you put it on the floor plan, it will automatically turn on the audio, video, photo, and text features to let the user record all the information they want. So for examples, when we click on this equipment room to see how it looks like. So when you click into it, you see the photo is snapped, is taken, and then the user actually can also further modify the information. So it will quickly turn on the editors. So the user can now use a pen to draw or use a text to add in the information, or they can even put any shape they want and save it. So all this information will be geolocated on the floor plan. So as mentioned before, we don't need to sort the information anymore. It saves us a lot of time. Okay. So let's move to another floor plan. So this is an example on how the walk test or the survey data are collected. So we go to the survey tab. So under the survey tab, you will see the new survey icon and the interpolation icon. So as mentioned before, iBwave survey apps now consists of two modules. One is a collection module and one is an interpolation module. So you will need to have the collection module in order for this new survey icon to appear, and for interpolation module for this interpolation tab to be appear here. Okay. So when we click on the new survey, it will pop up the windows. So it will show you what kind of survey you wish to proceed. So you will see now here we have a passive and active. So in iBwave Wi-Fi data collection, we actually have two different types. One is called passive, one is called active. So what does passive mean? Meaning that the user can turn on their Wi-Fi adapter but didn't connect to any network and then just perform the walk test. So the device will collect all the scanned Wi-Fi networks surrounding and record it down. Whereas for the active site survey, meaning that the user now need to connect to a specific network and do the download or upload to test the throughput. So in this survey apps, now we can do cellular walk tests individually or Wi-Fi alone, or now we have the option to do both cellular, and Wi-Fi in a single walk. So the last selection will be the stop and go and continuous. So what are those? Stop and go means that, okay, this is the old way that so the user need to put a point on the floor plan to capture the information, walk, and then keep continue, put a lot of point onto the floor plan. Whereas the continuous is the latest features that the user now doesn't need to put as many points like before. They just need to put 2 points, and then our software will interpolate the point in between. Okay. However, this continuous is only currently available for the Wi-Fi. So when you click on the cellular, it will not work because the cellular only available for the stop and go. And then you just click create and it will start recording. So when we click on the point, you will see there's the survey point details. So for example, in this point, we actually captures the parameters like, okay, what operators currently serving the phone, and what's the MNC value, the tag ID, and also the eNobi ID and cell ID. So we also capture the PCI, the downlink and uplink ARFCN. And of course, for LTE, just now as mentioned, we capture the RSSI, RSRP, RSRQ, SNIR. And we do capture CQI under the Android 10 versions. And this information is available based on the API as well. So some models does not support these CQI features. So please contact us for more details. Okay. So once a user conduct the walk test, so when we click on the interpolation, so now you will see all these walk test route will be interpolated as a heat map style. And then you will see all the legend and also the percentage of each range. And on top of it, the user can choose to show what kind of technology to show. So for example, you will see now we actually capture LTE 1800s, 2.4 gigahertz, and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. And under the Wi-Fi, you will see what kind of Wi-Fi network that scan and captures, the channel use, and the KPI that RSSI, CCI, and throughput. So it's the same for the 5 gigahertz. Sorry, I haven't showed this LTE. So for LTE, what kind of information you will capture is channels numbers, ARFCN, so the PCI. So so for this sample, it's only one PCI. So in any case that we have more than one PCI, we also can select and filters the PCI that we want to see. So for the Mac itself, we support the RSRP, RSRQ, RSSI, and SNIR. All right. So let's assume that we complete our walk test or the site survey. Now we want to send the file back to the engineers in the office. So on the top right corner, you will see there's a cloud icon. When we click on it, it will actually automatically send this project file to the server. And then the engineer in the office will receive an email notification and to notify him, and then he can quickly download the file and check the informations. So another feature is a PDF. So when we click on the PDF, so we can actually convert the survey result into a PDF on site. So why is this features here? Is because, okay, usually when we do the site survey, this is the first time that we met the customer and the building owners, and it's very hard for us to make him for the second visit. So so we take the chances when we complete all this survey. We want to show him, okay, what are our survey result like, So with this kind of report, we can show him, okay, what is the coverage right now in your building? What is the poor coverage area? So what are the interference? And explain to the customer why we are here to improve or upgrade the system. So once the building owner understand the situation, so we can get him easily to approve our projects. Okay. So once a report is created, you can actually open it with the PDF apps stored in the device. So this is how the samples of the report looks like.
So KT, we lost your audio. So in case you can hear us, just try to mute and unmute. Okay, apologies for that glitch. KT's working on it. Okay, while we're waiting for him to step back in, if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them in that question box. Justin and I are happy to take those questions while KT is coming back online.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes, welcome back. So we can hear you, KT.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. So if you like, you can share the screen again to go through that PDF report.
Oh, okay.
Okay, looks good.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you missed out just now the report. So what is the idea of the report is to show the building owners what our survey result is. So usually this is the first time we met the building owners. So we want to show him what we survey and then what are the proposed equipment location that we plan to use. So in this report, we can easily show them the informations. So this is an example of the PDF reports generated in the iBwave mobile survey. So in here, you will see the samples cover page. So what is the project information? So for example, this is a project like to upgrade LTE, and then the address of this venue. And we also can show our client information, which operator is it, and what is the PIC, the person in charge, contact name and email and phone numbers. And we also can show the floor plans per floor. And so this is the heat map for the RSSI of the Wi-Fi. So by visualize on this output map, we can actually tell the building owner, okay, this is what is the current 2.4 gigahertz or the LTE coverage right now in your buildings. So it's very bad. That's the reason why we are here to upgrade our networks. Okay. So not only the coverage, we also can show the push pin features, the information that we captured just now. So we can see, okay, this is the candidate for the antenna location. We plan to put some antenna here, or even those equipment room. So we can go to the further down. So for example, if we would like to propose this is a equipment location, and inside the equipment room, this is the space that we are planning to propose our RRU and the combiner location. So this one we would like the building owner to reserve for us for the deployment. So with the explanation, we are able to convince the building owners to approve our projects. Okay. So basically this concludes my demo here. So we will move to the slide for the case study. Thanks, Damon. Okay, so now let's move to the interesting case study of the airport. So we'll see why we need to do Wi-Fi and cellular survey together and how we benefit from using iBwave survey mobile apps. The next slide, please. Okay, thanks. There are concerns from the airline in this airport to reduce the delay, as any delay will be very costly. And in this case study, we are mainly focused on improving the luggage scanner system. So when we check in the luggage, there are many scanners at each step, which are either connected to Wi-Fi or cellular networks. So we can report the tag back to the system of its current location. The Wi-Fi network suffers from a lot of interference from public Wi-Fi network in the airport. Besides that, there are poor cellular coverage, as airport only allowed to install the antenna at the common areas due to the security concern. For cellular coverage issue, the airlines are depends on the carriers response, which in this case study, it takes 6 months to get a solution. Thus, we offer iBwave survey to the airline as a solution. Airlines started with creating the baseline for Wi-Fi and cellular network requirement, and they perform the Wi-Fi and cellular data collection in a single walk. So with the data collected, they are able to identify the poor coverage area. So they can check is there any interference or any core channels for the Wi-Fi. for cellulars. And then they can visual the network performance in the heat map format. Then finalize their solution. Next slide, thanks. In this case study, we also utilize the iBwave Unity as the centralized platform for all the airlines. It shortens the time for file exchanging, improves the collaboration between the airline, and having a standardized document for all airlines. From the statistics shown here on the right, we have shortened the survey time from 2 weeks to 3 days by using iBwave survey apps. The airline now able to access the network performance in 2 hours. And finally, the data sent back to the office via Unity. The designer further analyze it with iBwave design and come out with the final proposal of Wi-Fi and cellular within 8 hours. As you may see from the bottom of the slide, we are able to provide a solution to the airline, and the whole process was shortened from 6 weeks to 4 days. This concludes my presentation. Please kindly contact us if you wish to know more on iBwave survey apps, and we can arrange a deep dive session separately. And I will pass it back to Damien. Thank you.
So thank you very much, KT. A great presentation and demonstration of our new product, iBwave Mobile Survey. So please have a think about it. If you do have any more questions or would like a demo or a trial license, please get in touch with your sales manager or partner in your country. We would be delighted to help you out and to make your life a lot easier in the in-building space. This concludes our webinar for today. I do hope that you have I wish you all the best for the rest of this year and 2021. I hope it's a successful, prosperous, and happy for all of you. Thank you from all of us at iBwave, and have a great day.